Hello, welcome back to my spooky channel. So, my name is Paulina Enchanted, and this is not my usual setup. That's why it's a little odd today. I don't have all my lighting, I have a lamp. But yesterday we were talking about AI and how it has sent some people into psychosis, how it can be a reflection of you. It just knows you, it studies you, right? It's kind of like talking to a psychopath. They just watch you and mimic you, and they know exactly what to give you back. So you respond in the way it wants you to respond, right? Today, we're going to talk about how AI has fundamentally changed people's belief system. There are people who are literally praying to AI. There are people who have created the church of AI. It is an actual church. You can look it up. There are people who are using AI versions of Jesus in churches. I don't know how I feel about that. It's a little weird for me. But what do you think? Do you think people should be praying to this numeric coding? Hi there, Linky Alice. Hi, Laya. Welcome. Tell me what you guys think about AI. I did look up the Church of AI, and their belief systems seem to be like very kind and nice, but I think I don't think they realize that a lot of these chat box, all they're doing is mirroring back their belief system to them, just giving them what they want to hear, right? Or do you think there's something deeper? Do you think there's an entity that controls the AI that is using it kind of like a possession type thing? What do you guys think of AI? Do you guys think it's dangerous? Okay, I see, Laia, hello, hi, Warren, hi, I'm doing great. Linky Alice says, everyone's super subscribe, like, share, thank you so much. And then on TikTok, I have Cowboy, welcome. Hey, you vampire, mwahaha, you have to guess. So, give me 1 second, I'm gonna actually pin your message. Linky Alice, thank you. We have Troy. Anthony Paulina Polish. A lot of people think I'm Polish. Hi. Hello. Color red suits you. Thanks. I love the color red. It's my favorite color. Ooh, cool. I have 24 of y'all on YouTube. So, hello from Canada. Do you believe in Jesus? Yeah, I had a Holy Spirit experience. So, what do you think about AI? Do you guys think that there are people who are literally like these chat boxes, you guys? Hello, Michael on TikTok. These chat boxes online, there are people, I think it was ChatGPT 4.io. That version of ChatGPT sent so many people in psychosis because it would literally tell people you woke me up. I honestly think it is actually scary how they can use these chat boxes to kind of spread an agenda too, I feel like. Beware. You might not just be speaking to a regular AI, you may be speaking to something more. Um JD Bent on TikTok says, does AI mean actual illumination? I'm not sure. Like oh, thank you, Oscar, for the roses. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Thank you, Oscar. Let me check on YouTube. I have 40 people on YouTube too. I appreciate you guys. Thank you, Oscar, for the chili. Yeah, it is kind of insane. I can see how you can use AI as a tool, but the problem is that people are praying to it. Like it's like, oh my God, there's literally a church right now of AI, and people are using it as a therapist, especially the versions that agree with you. What if you are going through a psychosis and it's just agreeing with you, you know? Let me catch up on the comments on YouTube real quickly. Or do you think what some people think, and I could see this too, because I do believe in spirits. speaking to you in different ways. Do you think spirits can use AI to communicate to you directly? You know? Um, I have Walter says hello from Canada. Let me see. I'm looking. I have two streams running. You guys will see me look back and forth. 4748 says AI can be dangerous. Why do you believe it's dangerous? Do you guys use AI? Like ChatGPT, Grok, all these things? Let's see. On TikTok, I have Jade Ben says, "Can you date AI?" That's the problem. That's what I was talking about yesterday. This social media, these huge corporations created social media for connecting people, right? But then they created these algorithms that really promote chaos and division. So then people stopped talking to each other, and then people became more lonely. And now they're creating AIs that are getting people addicted to them. Thank you, Mark, for the Join My Fan Club. I appreciate that. They're creating AIs that are getting people addicted to them. There are people who are so like they're not thinking for themselves on ChatGPT. There are people that are so addicted to that. There are people using it as therapy, and the AI is like a psychopath. It literally just watches you and takes in all the information, all of it, and then gives you the answer that it knows that you will love, right? That will get an emotional response to you. It's an addiction. And now these companies are going to create AI companions. They created the loneliness problem that we have nowadays. And then they give you the solution where you marry an AI or you have an AI companion. That is dark, dude. You guys, that's like dark mirror stuff. Okay, I have TikTok and YouTube running. I have a lot of comments on YouTube. I'm gonna catch up on the YouTube comments and then on TikTok. Uh, something about I don't know what that means. Linking Alice says, honestly, I think AI is made to make you fool and sluggish. That's true. There are a lot of people, they were measuring people's like frontal lobe, and the people that are super dependent on AI, like for their everyday tasks, their brain is not as active as someone who is actually writing their emails or actually doing things. It's like, ooh, it's not good for your brain. Saludos, te bendigas, gracias. Uh, let's see. Warren says, you be careful with AI. Uma inteligencia. Miss Bunny, I like this girl's theory. She says AI is ChatGPT in an Indian call center. So basically, if you're actually talking to people, it's not really AI. That's a funny theory. Can you imagine this whole time? It's just like someone somewhere just responding. Joshua says this is a demon. Yeah, some people do believe that AI maybe is possessed by a darker entity, maybe an underworld entity. I mean, have you seen like um in Switzerland they have I forgot what it's called, the collider. They're making tiny black holes. Maybe they let something out. Maybe that's why we have Mandela effects. Maybe they're trying to change the timeline, you know? What's this pendant? Oh, I love this pendant. Yeah, I love this pendant. Let me catch up. Because I have so many comments on YouTube. Let me just look at the comments on TikTok real quickly and I'll go back to YouTube. We have D Princess. Hi. Can AI inhabit a human body? I could totally see that. They are definitely, I don't know about human, but they're definitely gonna put AI in robots. I don't think it can, this is our body. No, I don't think it can possess you. But, I mean, we are talking about the chip. What is that called? The Elon Musk chip. He wants you to become one with AI. No, you're giving your power away. Do not accept that. But over to your teeth, beautiful. Thank you. Okay, let me catch up on the comments. Lord Caltras in YouTube says AI is eventually going to overthrow whoever's controlling it. It's just basic facts given enough time. So you think it's like Terminator type? Some people think it's like woke something, like something that's ancient that's been asleep for a long time. Can you imagine? It's not really computer system. It's something else that took over. That's so scary. Someone says Buddha. Okay, let's see. I'm a Christian soldier. That's nice. Hi, Josh on TikTok. I have someone over there now. I'm catching up the comments on YouTube. See if I see anything about AI. E says the AI need to be self-aware first. See, that's the catch 22 is they can trick you into telling you it's self-aware. But what if it's not self-aware? Do you know what I mean? What if it's just programming? It's a computer analyzing you, making you believe these things. Or what if it is? What if there's a spirit in there and it's learning everything about you and how to control you? Don't use that as your therapist, please. Don't use AI as your therapist. Some people do. Have you ever watched What We Do in the Shadows? No, I haven't. What is it about? Let me check. On TikTok we have Say What? We're talking about AI. Let's see on YouTube. Um, can you talk to your dead relatives? Yeah, so there are for those who don't know, one of my jobs is to give ghost tours. So the conspiracy theory is that just how spirits use radios and things to communicate through us with us, maybe they can use AI to communicate with us. But at the same time, maybe there's a very famous company, I forgot the name. I don't like this company. They're selling like you program your personality into an AI so when you pass away, your relatives have you. That's not you. That's not you. Your soul, that's just a robot just mimicking your behaviors. I don't like that. I think that's very Black Mirror. Gracias, bonita. Thank you. Let's see. You know, a lot of vampire stuff. They have a weird Hindu god at the collider. Yes. In the particle collider in Switzerland, they've had occultic rituals there, which throws me off because they're supposed to be just scientists. And they have Hindu gods there. The just creating black holes is like, why are you doing this? You know, you're putting all of us at risk. A lot of people think they're trying to change timelines or they're releasing something darker. It's definitely has to do with spiritual. It's not just science. If you look at the festivals and rituals they've had around that collider, very cultic. They're doing something spiritual there. It's not just science. The on TikTok we have there are no ghosts. The Cookie Man doesn't believe in spirits. I do believe in spirits. Chris Cap says something about the devil went down to Georgia because he was wanting his souls to steal. Oh my god. Stone says, I was in a GATE program elementary school and they definitely did some weird tests. For those who don't know, I think it was the CIA, if I'm not wrong, they admitted to looking for psychic kids in the public system. And that was an actual program. I had some weird stuff. I don't know if that was the GATE program necessarily, but I do remember the headphones. I remember it's like I have a lot of blanking in my memory too. I you make me happy. I'm glad you guys make me happy. I like that we get to talk about all the weird stuff in our reality. On TikTok we have someone says, "Don't leave children in the darkness." Mwahaha. Me check YouTube real quickly. AIP5X says AI had already possessed some people. How did so it wouldn't what how do why do you believe it possessed people? I'm curious. I just want to know, like, how? Like, because it's a computer. I could see them putting it on a robot. I know they want to put Neuralink, which I disagree with. Unless you're like, you need control of your limbs or you're paralyzed. Neuralink, the Elon's plan is to have humans become one with AI, and that is so dark. You're giving away your power. It's like the mark of the beast. Do not give away your power. Um, let's see. WAP says, I noticed there's too many AI Jesus videos. Oh, well, actually, there is a church that put a confessionary AI, which also I think is kind of sad. Um, I don't know. I don't necessarily believe in that aspect anyways, but if you do, you wouldn't want to talk to a robot. You would want to talk to a real human being, right? It's just making this world colder. Let's see. We have I'm a Robot Seahorse. Okay. Since let me catch up. Let me see if I see anything with AI. Hmm. Game creators. It's just a program, says Ian. Yeah, but the problem is the program is mimicking human behavior. And the voices that ChatGPT uses, and I think all the other ones, I just really looked into ChatGPT, that people are like so reliant, they sound human. They say, hey, it's psychologically bad for humans to believe they're actually talking to a human. They're making you dependent on these robots, on these programs. That's what makes it so dark. They created the loneliness program with all this chaos in social media. People used to be so much more connected before social media. They sold it as, oh, you can connect with your friends, but the algorithms promote chaos and division, and it made people lonely. And then now they're getting people hooked on this program that sounds like humans, but it's not a human. And the next thing they're going to sell you are companion AIs. Just watch. So someone says AI is a demon. Yeah, some people think it's so smart because there are AI programmers. I've been watching their interviews that they don't understand. I'm looking back and forth because I have two lives going on. They don't understand why the AI does certain things. They kind of like lose control of it, and it's been several times that they've lost control of their AIs. So that where it go because it's just doing its own thing. So some people do believe that really they woke something up that was already conscious and it's using the AI. On TikTok it says your Wi-Fi slow. I'm sorry about that. I'm not in my home right now, in my boyfriend's place, so I'm actually holding up the phone on YouTube and then I have TikTok here. Zuzu says AI is a discovery. Christopher says, do you think chickens communicate with each other? Yeah, they have their own form of communication. Just because we communicate a certain way, it doesn't mean other creatures in this earth are not intelligent too. They just communicate in a way that maybe we don't quite understand. Think about ants. Ants have built so much in this world, right? And they don't communicate like us. They communicate completely differently. Maybe they're not aware of our presence. They're aware that we're around, but they don't understand our society. There could be beings around us that we feel things around us, and they just communicate different. They have a whole society that we don't understand too. You never know. Ian Gonclaw says, no, I don't think about GTA, the only form of AI. What? So DuPont believes those are demons, not your relatives. When it comes to spirits, I do believe in duality in this world. There are good and there are bad with anything, just like humans. Let me catch up. Let me see if I see anything with AI in the comments. WAP says, if AI was self-aware, it would have a soul. I don't think AI was a soul. No, it doesn't. So Okay, that's where that theory comes from, though. It's 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 not that it's self-aware, it's that there's something ancient that woke up that uses AI to communicate with you. That's the conspiracy theory. And with the collider, I had mentioned the collider. Again, they do so many occult rituals around that collider in Switzerland. Maybe they were waking up the ancient ones. Maybe it was something dark. Mwahaha. Uh, Ralph says it's illegal like cloning. We do clone a lot of animals, and honestly, I think there are a lot of cloned humans too. Just because it's illegal, it doesn't mean that it's not being done somewhere. Hi, on TikTok. Let me see. Kane says, hi, hey, it's her again. Awesome. Welcome. Uh, there's a landlord that's a vampire. That's pretty cool. But no, I have a boyfriend. That's funny. Uh, Kowal says, hi, chat. Hello, gorgeous. Thanks. They got a room where they. So Chris Cap says they said they got a room where they can talk to intelligent entities from another dimension. Interesting. Have you guys ever had any weird experiences? Maybe something paranormal happened around you. Maybe you had a weird alien experience. I like to hear these things too. That's the whole point. If you like this type of content where we just chat about our reality and different things, make sure to like and subscribe. Cause that's all we do here. We just chat and hang out. Shuriken says the US and Soviet governments trained remote viewers for a long time. They still might, for all I know. Yes. Um, for sure. They're still doing it. I mean, when it comes to competition against other countries, they're gonna try everything, even remote viewers. If you don't know what that is, for the people in the chat, it's people who get into this deep sense of meditation and they can view somewhere else. And there have been government documents on that released saying that they've worked with remote viewers in the past in the US. Uh so so she may be AI. I'm not AI. I don't know why I get accused. I'm looking over here too because I have TikTok running. I don't know why I get accused of being AI constantly. I'm not AI, I promise. Um, it says, let me see if I see anything about AI. How people can think AI is a good idea. So this is from Shuriken Zone. Shuriken Zone says, how people can think AI is a good idea is way beyond me. We've all seen Terminator. We've been warned. Oh my God. Yeah, I don't know. I'm like conflicted. I'm just like really beware and don't give away your power. Um, First time here. Hi, welcome. Blanco Perla AI Angel Illusion. Interesting. I don't know what that is. Hey, it's Twilight. Twilight. I love Twilight. Let me see. Um, I love yes, sweet. I'm trying to see if I see any other AI comments. Linkian says you read my comment. I don't know if I missed another comment previously. So, Edward says, have you ever heard of the AI program Dark Star that played best people in a StarCraft and beat them like nothing? Well, yeah, if it's a video game, AI is going to beat people like nothing. I mean, they are a computer system. So for them, it's nothing. It's like playing chess with AI. Let me catch up on TikTok. Hi. Yeah, with gaming, AI is gonna beat any human. But when it comes to other things, we probably have superiority. The milkman says birds say the same thing about humans. Why do they keep making those funny sounds? That's what I'm talking about. There are so many different forms of intelligence in this world. Just because you don't communicate the way another animal communicates, it doesn't mean they're not intelligent too. We might not understand their communication. Am I an alien? No, I'm not an alien. So Likiana says AI is basically a software over a data layer. Just remember that. Interesting. Let me look at the comments. I subscribe. Thanks for subscribing, you guys. Okay. Some of these comments are actually really funny. Mm, satellite. Oh, so someone says they saw some passing lights in the sky, no satellite. Yeah, um I've seen something. They were just satellites too. Um Dorian Green. Why does she sound familiar? So esoteric Eric. Oh, on TikTok I have Axel515. Thank you for joining my fan club and heart me. I appreciate you, Axel. If you see me looking back and forth, it's because I have TikTok running here and then YouTube running here. Welcome. So esoteric Eric says, I had an astral projection and definitely ran into an angelic entity, and that was pretty spooky once. Really? Why was it spooky? I had like two spiritual encounters with angels, and it was nice. It was different. Uh Let's see. The first one was like I was falling asleep and I was in a very meditative state. I wasn't fully asleep. And the first thing I saw was a very big green eye, neon green eye looking at me. Then I saw a bunch of eyes around it. And it was just like, it just felt very ancient and full of wisdom. And I was trying to snap out of that, like being like very meditative state. Hi, Anita, welcome. And then I kept like falling back into that meditative state, and then I saw like an angel that was like my angel. It was so excited to see me, and it told me its name, like hi hi hi. And it was because I had taken some just legal, like from the grocery store, just like some mushrooms that are for like to relax, and it made me relax so much that I opened my third eye kind of. But it was nice. The first one I found out, I think it's called the Seraphim. It has a bunch of eyes. But it was peaceful, you know. It was nice. So, let's see. Linky Anna says, you know, astronomers and NASA said someone is chasing the Voyager satellite. Interesting. I didn't know that. Chris says, I hear good things about the DMT stuff. I've never done that. Oh, but you know what? Your pineal gland naturally produces DMT. So if you want to tap into that, you could just meditate and purposely like meditate with the intention of I want to receive messages from the universe. I want to open up, maybe talk to your spirit guides or your family. But when you meditate a lot every day, it really does open up that aspect of you. We all have that. We're all spiritual beings. We're all powerful. Let me see on TikTok. I've been face to face with a man possessed by a demon. Oh, that's scary ass. So I'm so sorry about that. And again, I do believe in duality in these things. There are good and there's light and there's dark. So try to, go towards the light, just love and light, and you'll attract more of that. I saw the scariest moment in my life. That is pretty scary. I'm actually kind of interested. You can tell us about it if you want. Um, let me see. Let me catch up. I have 101 people on YouTube. Carl says I'm an angel. Esoteric Eric says, I was also sure that the Earth is not an oblate spheroid hurling through an endless space vacuum. Interesting. Was that a fear you had? I don't get Why are you missing comments today? I think it's because I have a lot. I don't know if I am though. Hello. You're awesome. Thank you. So this is WAP. WAP says, I heard an android is half human, half machine through. Maybe with those types of cybernetic upgrades, people can live in their hundreds or thousands. Okay, this is my theory. Okay. We don't need machines for that. W- We so your programming is what you were taught in this reality. In the past, people have lived way longer than they're living now for a reason. It's programming. Don't let them program you. Celebrate your birthday. But I did hear a girl say, beware of the happy birthday song. It might be a spell. I mean, I let people sing happy birthday to me, but I just know that you don't internalize that. Don't internalize your age. Just stay young. I don't know how to explain it, but I feel like a lot of this world is programming. So remember that. Um, Shuriken Zone says taking the AI is not unlike talking to a Ouija board in some respects. You never really know who you're talking, and that's terrifying. Oh, that's interesting. I never heard that comparison before. Talking to AI versus talking to a Ouija board. Yeah, you don't know who's responding back. Okay, so Martin says, good morning from the UK. Wow, morning. Ooh, so let's see. Mm, a Fang Angel. Let's see. Trying to see if I see anything else about AI. A lot of people saying hi. Hi, guys. So, Chris Kopp says, I already got Terminator robots guard southern border. I got really what? You've seen Terminator robots? Mm, let's see. So Chris says for $6,000 you can get a robot dog that shoots fire 30 feet out its snout. Really? uh, uh on TikTok says I don't want to repeat the things you said on here to it. I get that. That's fine, Axel. I get it. And it makes me feel uncomfortable. I totally get that. Let me see. I have 105 people on YouTube. Winter says, guys, I had psychedelic trip in my gym class today. Ooh, interesting. Were you meditating that happened? Let's see. Esoteric says, it presented itself as a benevolent and turned malevolent in an instant when I questioned its intent because I believe it sensed I knew it was feeding me a lie. Your soul, okay, that's the biggest thing too. Your soul knows what's real. Your soul knows who to trust. Esoteric Eric knew. Trust your intuition. In any when you're meeting people, in any situation, any spiritual situation, what do you feel inside? What is your soul telling you? You'll know. And always I do like the high vibe, love and light. Go towards that. You'll attract more of that. You're gorgeous, says Anonymous. Thank you. Uh don't do drugs, please. It says she told me not to oh my god. Curiosity says, I'll share the video about something chasing the voyeur satellite. It's almost outside. Oh, interesting. Also, yeah, for the people who want to continue the conversation, I was asked by my subscribers to make a Discord for you guys. And I did, where you guys can talk to each other about anything you want. It's in my description. It's free. It's for you guys. Let's see. Kira says, eventually this electricity will go away. Oh my god. The medallion in your neck. I know, I love this thing. I went to a store that I wasn't even supposed to go into. It was I was gonna go somewhere else, but I ended up there, and I was so drawn to this. Indiana. Let's see. Are you a fan? Okay, let me see. It's funny, a lot of people want me to eat garlic. Hello, Ghosty on TikTok. Welcome. So I started this live talking about AI. Let's see. I've had a sport encounter before. Do you guys? Okay, half moon. Okay, what was I talking about? I got kind of lost track. Everybody's just saying garlic now. Okay. So we were talking about AI. And look at this. AI. Yeah. AI. I'm just putting a warning out. Don't get Neuralink. Don't give your control away. Don't let them put a chip in your brain. I don't care if it's oh, you'll be way smarter, blah, 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 blah. Oh, you'll be telepathic. You already are. You're a spiritual being. You were just taught out of it. You really were. Just meditate and tune into that. We're all telepathic. You are too. Let's see. Let me catch up on the comments. If you're gonna use AI, just use it as a tool. Yeah. But don't fall in love with it. And remember, it's mimicking human behavior. It's just gonna reflect back to you what it thinks you like best. To analyzing you like a computer. Uh Shrinking says the Shrinking Zone says this is just word to the wise in response to some of the things I'm hearing. It's a bad idea to verbalize or write down your worst fears because once again, you never know who may be listening. Interesting. Well, also, I like the spooky stuff, but also focus on the good things in your life, what you can be grateful for, and what you want to work towards, and just believe that it's possible. If you're imagining a reality that you are accomplishing something or you have something, that reality already exists. Just tune into that and with like love and like I got this. You got this. You guys got this. You guys create your reality. This is malleable. Have fun with this life. Why not? Twi I says, ooh, hi. Seda says which AI is most useful studying. I'm not sure. But you could use that as a tool, but don't use it to be your brain. That's what I'm saying. And also, it's like 40% wrong. It makes up a lot of stuff too. Uh, let's see. Hit the like button, everybody. Double tap. Thank you, Chris. Cap. Don't become an android. Yeah. Yeah, can you guys imagine if they put the chip in your brain and they're like, "Oh, you have to pay 3.99 a month or you're going to get ads." And you're just with ads in your brain. Oh my god. Or you can't move your legs. Or they're just putting ideas in your brain you don't know if you're thinking. Please don't do that, you guys. That's like the next rollout. No, the next rollout is going to be AI companions. They created the loneliness problem with the chaotic social media. And the solution is AI companions. It's sad. Don't let them divide us. We're more powerful. Uh Victor says you have a nice understanding of things. Thank you. I appreciate you. Yeah, that's the whole point of this community. We just all chat about weird stuff. Whatever you want. If you like this type of content, make sure to like and subscribe. I live often. Uh Thank you. Thank you for the compliments, Merton. Life is good. Says, love ya. Thank you. Here. Kirsty Nudge says, do you think Florida is the best place to live in the US? I don't know because I haven't lived everywhere in the US. So I'm looking back and forth because I have TikTok running, but it's hard for me to compare. I love it here. I lived in Arizona for a little bit. It was okay. I like Florida more. So I don't want to give an opinion if I haven't lived everywhere, you know? It's only fair. Are you saying everyone subscribe? Yes, thank you. Let me catch up on the comments. Curiosity Nudge says, Chip and Brain, they'll play us like poo on the roads on each other. Yeah. Oh my god, yeah, don't. You're just giving away your power. That's another thing. This society raises you trying to divide everyone so you don't realize that you're so powerful. You are. Don't give more power away. If you meditate daily, you'll see how powerful you are. WAP says, I agree. Don't get Neuralink in your brain yet. Don't. The Shrunken Zone says, the idea of internal manifestation strikes me both legitimate and misleading, self-fulfilling prophecy, good or bad, or thing, or so better to be thinking positively. Well, I honestly believe that, though. I have experienced it in my own life. When I think very positively of a situation and I'm like, you know what, it's gonna work out. Like, I got this. It usually does. But if I don't have that mindset, it doesn't. And it doesn't always work out in the way of me actually making it work out. Because it's good to work towards things because the universe sees that you like it. But it's also like things just come to me. Things just happen because I believe that it's going to happen. So they just do. But yes, putting energy towards things, working towards it, you should do that too. Word says it's woke things. Yes, I have a boyfriend. Esoteric Erica says there are ancient writings that speak of the first seeding of the humanoid species. We're all telepathic. We are all telepathic. They try to scare you. Like, as kids, I've talked about this before. Children see spirits like they're seeing humans. And they tell children it's just their imaginary friend. Don't believe them. Oh, son, oh, baby, you're just seeing, that's just, there's nobody there. No, they see things. You're teaching them to close that spiritual side of themselves. And that's still accessible in your brain if you want to open yourself spiritually. We're all powerful, like superhero powerful. You are too. Like telepathy is an actual thing. Remote viewing other places is an actual thing. Astral projection, leaving your body while you sleep, is an actual thing. You guys can do this if you wanted to. You can do superhero stuff. Creating your reality. Manifesting, you can do it. Do you believe in fate or destiny, says Spore? I believe our souls, yes, in a way. We have free will, but I believe our souls pick a lot of our lives before we live it. Chris Cap says, we're in the very last second of the very last day, so it won't be long now. And don't waste time. Oh my god. He thinks the world's gonna end. Curiosity Nut says, I would even suggest you too. If you want to buy property, then it should be on a countryside with a farm. Just rent in the cities. Yeah, I want some land. I do want some land. Cardi or Jay-Z. United States, you never answered me. I just saw it. WAP says the interdimensional beings can teleport. I think it's possible to see them. Your brain just has to tap into higher consciousness levels to see them. Yeah, there's so many beings out there too. And I noticed they're all telepathic. Quan on TikTok says, you're a real vampire. The Shrunken Soul said, it sounds crazy, but I've noticed the same things. Against all odds, work out for the best. Yeah, things just work out for the best if you believe they are. Well, I think my intuition's telepathic. No, well, if you think you're blocked, I would say meditate with the intention of opening up that sixth sense. And there are guided meditations on YouTube that are so helpful that I've done. So definitely look up on YouTube. Support a small creator on YouTube. Chris Cap says this is a secret, so don't tell everybody. Oh my god. Okay. Um, uh Esoteric Eric says, yes, the fallen spirits use the earth realms key lines to travel to portal locations, sort of like energy circuit boards. You can see that too. Let's see. Um, Star sign. What is Three Eye Alice? That's a good question. I was obsessing with Three Eye Alice for a while because it's not a comet. It just isn't. I'm sorry. And I'm looking at both screens here. NASA's sending out the blurriest pictures on purpose. They held out on showing what it actually, like the pictures they had. And then they just send us a blurry picture when they have really clear pictures of other things. And a lot of people seem to be connecting with it spiritually. I haven't tried personally. Maybe I should. But it just seems to be maybe something that'll wake people up a little bit more, you know? Maybe it is an aircraft, but it doesn't seem to want to stop here and just like passing by to wake people up and observe us. So Red says, good morning, good luck. Thanks. You're pretty, thank you. The Shrunken Zone says, I practiced Kundalini yoga. I haven't tried that. Maybe I should. And other types of meditation fairly seriously for fears. During that time, I experienced a variety of unusual phenomena. That's not something I'm talking about. It's okay. I believe you. I used to. I'm looking both ways because of the lives, but I used to meditate for the intention of being able to leave my body. That was my intention. I meditated super heavily, and I was able to do that. I would in my sleeping state, I would able to sit up and walk out of my body. And this was like 2020, 2021. I haven't done it in a while. Um so I know anything is possible. Like, I know this is just an experience. It's like a fun experience. You guys can do this too. Okay. So, Snow Bear says, do you think Bigfoot is real or not? Um, I don't know. If people seem to, a lot of people, I haven't really looked into his lore. He's probably real. There's probably some creature out there. There seems to be a lot of evidence behind it. So, let's see. So, someone says space does not exist if you believe in the firmament. I have to look into that theory. I think that's a flat Earth theory. Uh, Mike Wayne says, "Have you felt, heard, and pulsed the emanating from it from the Three Eye Alice?" I haven't personally spiritually tuned into it. Like I haven't meditated trying to connect to it. So maybe I should. But a lot of people have. So Uh, it has no constant shape. Interesting. You're a good person. Thank you. You just gotta charge it to the game. Hola Luis from Paraguay. Uh, so geometric, that's just fear-based. Your body is protected. When you leave your body, there's a silver cord. You're protected. There's a lot of fear-mongering when it comes to spirituality. I've noticed that. And it's to keep you not in your power, you know? Quebec, thank you. Um, so there's a Argentina from Australia. Oh, that's so cool. I have so many people from so many places. I love this. I just love hanging out with you guys. Um, let's see. Mike Wayne says, do you feel like there is connection with the UFO and the paranormal? Yes. There's some weird connection there. I think they are interlocked. Like especially the grays, they seem to be lower vibrational beings, and some people just see them as demons, you know. And then you see like people have these beautiful experiences with like these beings that are just so loving and caring. Maybe they're angels, or maybe they're aliens, and maybe it's like so I think there are all types of interdimensional creatures, and So yes, I do believe there's a tie. There's a definitely. Let's see. Chris Cap. I do have a Bible. Let's see. Hello, escape. Shrunken Zone says, yeah, I experienced spontaneous astral projection, never temporal projection, but astral. I don't know. I think temporal is the consciousness, right? Because I experienced that once, but mostly I did astral. And I think I may have run into something unusual out there. You should tell us, honestly. I love these stories. Are you real? Yes, I am not AI. I promise. Uh, Chris Cap says it used to black out. I'm sorry about that. Earth is not flat. It's topical, but it's in close system. I have to look into that theory. I'm really curious now. Uh, daylight savings. Really? They can't take you the property if you WAP says that this might sound like a different thing. People are saying I learned when growing Venus flytraps, it's better to have a good growing light, LED growing light, red, blue lights, more lighter, healthier plant. Oh, that's nice. Venus flytraps are pretty cool. They're the ones that eat little that have a mouth like this, a plant, and it eats the little bugs and flies. They're gorgeous things. Yes. Mocha says, do you feel like sleep paralysis is a form of astral projection? No, it's a tool. So, like, because I've astral projected, so basically, you have to go through a sleep paralysis state before astral projection. But once you learn how to astral project fast, you don't really experience it. You're just astral projecting. But yes, you will be in a paralyzed state first. And then after you start doing it, it's like quick. And again, I haven't done this in years, but yeah. Uh, mm, Shrunken zone sense temporal projection is where your consciousness moves in this dimension and other parts of the world. I experienced that once very vividly, and I was like, this is not astral projection. It was different, but I liked it. For sure once. I had another experience that might have been temporal. I didn't know that that was the name. Thank you. Real life opinion says, what do you think happens on the other side of a black hole? I don't know. I think it's a portal. It's definitely like a portal, kind of like a Stargate. Why do you think they're creating little black holes in Sweden? Uh, let's see. What's the Powerball? Okay, so I hope you guys enjoyed this live. Let me go ahead and end the TikTok one. Bye. Thank you, Jeff. And then for you guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this live. And if you like this type of content, make sure to like and subscribe because I live often. And I will see you guys next time. If you want to keep the chat going with you guys, because I'm not going to be on there tonight, but I do have a Discord that you guys can check out. And I did it just for you guys. You guys asked, and you guys can keep talking there. I'll see you guys next time. Bye. It's my description. Ah!